My name is Max Manugian. I perform under the name Something Pretty, and I just concluded my week of doing the Acoustic-Guitar-Project. It was really great. The guitar itself is beautiful. It sounds so good. I'll get into that, I guess, in a second, because that was sort of the basis of where I went with the song. But I wrote a song called Attainable Dreams. I wrote everything about it in the span of probably 36 hours on the Wednesday and Thursday of having the guitar. It was a blast. It was very unlike any songwriting experience that I've had, where I kind of had this short window and this short deadline to write a song in. Normally, my songs I write over the course of months, if not longer. Something will come to me. I'll write a verse and a chorus, and then I'll revisit it weeks later and finish it if I really like it. So this one, it kind of felt like a high school homework assignment, but it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Once I hit a groove, I was really inspired. When I first got the guitar, I just first started, playing G and C, which are what I normally play when I get my hands on a guitar, just to see how it sounds. I was really struck by how beautiful the sound was, how rich it was, and it sounded a lot different than my acoustic. And I decided I wanted to write a song for that guitar. My music is usually a little bit kind of blunter, maybe more aggressive than what I wrote here in this situation. But I wanted to write something that made sense within the context of the sound of the guitar, which was really beautiful and rich. And so I decided to do a little kind of semi-finger picking thing and use that G and C shape because I love those chords. I just think they're really pretty. To write kind of a lullaby. I knew going into it, I had thought that what I was going to do was take this opportunity to write a love song for my city, which is Detroit, where I've lived for the last 6 years plus or so. And I started writing it, and it kind of became this tapestry. I decided to write one sort of couplet I decided to write one couplet about individual friends and individual memories that I have in the city and kind of try to weave them together. I think people probably, if they hear the song, would assume that it's about one person, and it's not. I like the way that I wrote it to a handful of people, but in essence, I was really writing it to the city and to the last 6 years of my life, which, as time goes on, it feels like, I'm drifting further and further away from that. So I had written a few of those couplets, and I put them together, and I just had this, I was thinking about what I was going to do for a chorus, and I remember, I wanted something to start where it was like, the shape, I took like an F chord into the chorus, and I really loved the idea of starting it with the word sometimes, like sometimes something, something, something. And I don't know where this came from, but I can't extract the experience of riding my bike around the city from from anything regarding my life here. It's a huge part of how I get by day to day. I ride my bike to meet up with my friends. I ride my bike here to this office to work every day. And you know, a lot of the time that I've spent reflecting on my life has been on my bike. And I don't know where this came from, but I just thought of the idea. My bike, sometimes my bike feels like a boat, and sometimes the city is an ocean. And I thought about it like, as I've been riding my bike, reflecting on things and living day to day, I've just been kind of both drifting further away from another life that I had that was kind of centered more around my peers that I went to school with, most of which live, you know, in the suburbs of the city and are married and having kids, and I'm not doing those things right now. So, and then also with even my life in the city, it just feels like I'm getting further and further and further away from that. So sometimes my bike feels like a boat, sometimes the city is an ocean, and then one day I won't see the shore. The idea being, you know, I'm just kind of floating away, and one day you won't notice, that being the city or the handful of people that are present in the verses of the song. They just, one day they won't notice. And I fell in love with that chorus and wrote the rest of the song really quickly after that. So there's a handful of people that make up every 4 bars in the verses. I don't know if they'll ever know that their lines are about them. I suspect if they hear the song, they might think that the entire song is about them. In which case, I guess that would be fun to see them try to figure out how other lines that aren't about them are about them. But yeah, I had a blast. This project was a great time, and I love the song. So I guess the last thing that I'll say is this has gone on way too long, and I'm so sorry. And if you're still watching this, I am stunned. But when I started, so we recorded the song with a hand voice recorder, and when I played it the first time and I listened back, I had to like take the chip out and put it in my laptop. I listened back and I couldn't, at my normal singing voice, I couldn't get it. The levels, my voice was so much louder than the guitar. It wouldn't, I didn't know how to account for that in a way that I could record it. So I ended up singing it in this really soft, almost a whisper, and I don't normally sing like that, so the vocals are very weird. But I kind of like it. I think of the song as a lullaby. I think of the song as a lullaby, something that you could listen to, you know, on a flight if you're a nervous flyer. That's kind of the vibe that I was going for. And so yeah, thank you for the opportunity to the project and the administrators of it. And thank you for watching this 9-minute long video. And I hope you enjoy it.